Shedeur Sanders showed he was the #1 quarterback, period, without even doing anything yesterday. My boy just said, hey, go check my status, baby. Go check mine with Dale's, and we'll go from there. So, hey, that's what they did. The owner and the GM went to all the elite games that had 3 quarterbacks play yesterday. Now, they may have went and checked the 4th quarterback as well, but I think they just went to 2 games yesterday, the biggest games, which those 2 games had plenty of NFL prospects. Plenty of NFL prospects. So, people going to say, you can't just believe they went to watch quarterbacks. But yeah. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Because the owner ain't going to scout nobody. But he know who the top guys are. So he went to go see. And when he saw what he saw, he said, God, no. Hey. Go back to Cleveland and get that boy ready. Get who ready? DG? No, sir. Bailey? No, sir. Who? Joe? Shador, get him ready. I done seen enough. So, look, y'all. Shador on an off day done got promoted. Shador on an off day done got promoted. They can't stop that boy. Look, so you have it where Shador is with the Browns. Whoever made the final say-so, whether it's the owner, the GM, or Kevin, whoever gave the final say-so, they know for a fact that Shador is him. Now, when they went and traveled to these games, they said, dog, Arch Manning, that boy don't really look like that. Now, second to the last drive, he was hot. Rest of the game was cold. Okay. Go to the LSU Clemson game. Went there, and he like, dog, neither one of these quarterbacks like that. Dog. And then they went to thinking, well, y'all, find you a defensive lineman, find your O lineman. Find you a defensive lineman, find your O lineman. Got 4 different teams with elite players. Find somebody. Quarterback ain't it. Quarterback ain't it. Quarterback ain't it. No, No, We got to stick with Shador. Yeah. He got them by miles. Shador ready. Yo, all the quarterbacks they looked at barely made it over 200 yards. Barely. They just barely made it over 200 yards. So, really, when you look at it, you like, well, dog, if you barely made it over 200 yards, Shador was throwing way more than that every game. He do that in maybe a quarter and a half. God, dog. Hey, right now, it is what it is. Hey, Jack, 904, boy, I appreciate you. You got to speak that thing into existence. You right. You said Shador will be better than Tom Brady. Right. Oh, speak it, Jack. Speak it. Speak it, Jack. 904. He better than Tom Brady. Jack, boy, I appreciate that, boy. Yeah. Better than Tom Brady, boy. Yeah. Yeah. That's what we talking about. So, Shador right now, the Browns done went back. They got back on that private jet. And they said, boy, hey, we ain't getting no quarterbacks out this draft. We ain't getting no quarterbacks out this draft. That was them playing against an NFL team, and that's what they look like. And they supposedly got all the O-line. No, sir. We don't want that. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Hey, Shador. Shador. This the owner, and I got Bear right beside me. Hey, brother. Hey, man, we sorry about how your NFL draft been going so far. But, boy, I tell you this. We gonna treat you like a king, boy. Boy, ain't nothing out in these streets, boy. Boy, ain't nothing in these streets. Boy, hey, don't tell nobody. But I'm promoting you on your day off, boy. They call you the emergency quarterback 3. I'm calling you the franchise quarterback 1. Yeah. Don't tell nobody. Don't do nothing else. You don't do nothing outside of what you normally do. Don't even tell your daddy. Matter of fact, I know you're gonna tell him I call him. Hold on. Brian. Yeah, I know you had a rough day Friday, but hey, let's cut to the chase. We sorry. We went and witnessed our own selves. Arch Manning, Cabe Clubney, and Nussmeyer, Gary Nussmeyer. Boy, when I tell you Shador the best thing since sliced bread, boy. Yeah. GM right here. Yeah. We sorry. Your son is not emergency QB no more. He franchise QB. And he ain't QB 3, he QB 1. Now, we got to slow pace it. We just can't immediately throw him up there. Because everybody going to know after we watch them games, that wasn't no quarterbacks out there. Now, what we did see was O-linemen and D-linemen. Plenty of them. But quarterbacks, please. Boy, your son, him. Yeah. And Jax 904. Yeah, Jax 904 said he better than Tom Brady, right? I'm like, you sure right. Yes, sir. Hey, have a good day, Prime. Hey, tighten up now. Tighten up. We got some players we seen from you too. Tighten up. I'll let you, boy. They know what time it is. Shedeur Sanders got promoted on this day off. Got promoted on my day off. Hey, them boys were hurt. They were hurt. I'm talking about they were hurt. God, dog, they were hurt. Woo, they were hurt. They went and saw that and said, boy, who told y'all that that's what it's supposed to be? Don't listen to none of them no more. We got what we got on the roster. On the roster. JB, what's good? Stella Kate, Knight, PC, Larry, Miss Harris, Son, NJ. You say Jeremiah Smith. Yeah, they looked at him too, but he ain't really do nothing. He ain't do nothing either. Mike, I felt bad for him. I like, dog, boy. Big boy game, and you ain't doing nothing. Dropping passes. Jay Walker, but that happens. But he supposed to tear it up. See, Holder. JR. Rich Girl, what's good, Kim? Yeah. All day. Miss Harris. Double C. Fresh out. Stella K, you say 12, stay ready. He saw it. He looking like, yeah. Turn on the TV. Get that mess out of here. Turn on the TV. Boy, stop. Draft him if you want to. Do whatever you want. I'm going to ball in the league. Do whatever you want. I'm balling in the league. And guess what? They going to hype me up. They going to hype them boys up. They'll get drafted first round. But, hey, we know. We all saw. That's why I say we covering everything this year. NFL and college. All of your favorite team, your favorite coaches, your favorite players. Because ain't nobody going to be able to tell us nothing. We going to know for a fact. You sell that to the birds. You sell that to fans that don't know what time it is. We watching everybody. Mark, yeah, Arch didn't look good, man. He had one drive where he was hot. But the rest of the game, it was like, Arch, man. Now, he did have a freshman lineman out there, redshirt freshman, that really just didn't help him, but they know that. If you know there's a freshman out there, help that man. Put a tight end over there, do something. That's on y'all. D. Adams, hey, love it. Promote it on your off day. Promote it on my off day. KM, You said, boy, y'all know I really be sounding good. Like real talk, I do be sounding good. Like real talk, boy. Y'all might catch me with an R&B now. I can't go R&B. I might. Uh, KM, you said Colin, what's good? August, B-Day twins are still celebrating the whole month. Turn on, yeah, this the last day too now. Last day, this the last day. Danielle of August. Chilling, PC, P. Oliver. Yeah. Hey, cause I know y'all ain't gonna wanna look this week. And this week is the first game week. Next Sunday, the Cleveland Browns will have a game. Next Sunday, the Cleveland Browns gonna have a game. I'm gonna watch. I tell y'all everything. I come on that. I go on before the game. I go on at halftime. I go on that after the game. Because we gotta talk about him. Shador there, I gotta talk about him. John, you say you just signed on what Shador got promoted to. Hey, franchise QB1. They know what time it is. Say Mo. Say Colin, I just told you Ohio State will win the game and the Browns will beat the Bengals. Well, you correct on one. We finna see if you correct on two. And I take that if they do. I ain't even tripping. Fresh out, you say, Colin, what's up with the Utah mistreating UCLA? Man, I had ended up going to sleep last night. I was trying to watch the full game. I was out of there. I got to catch back on it before. Now, South Carolina got a game today. Now, that's another quarterback supposed to be him. Now, I wonder if they going to be on the sideline for him. But now, see, they don't want to put that quarterback up high. They want to sweep them up on the road. That quarterback ain't nobody to them. But the Noah Seller is a baller. And I'm going to watch him today. I want to see what he look like. Because I'm going to tell y'all if I think he should go back for another year or if he should stay. Because I guess if you can get first round money, go ahead and go. But at the same time, man, you can get in that NFL and get washed out. Ahmad, you say overrated and don't make any excuses for him because they didn't make any. You right. You right. I really don't want to call him overrated. It's because he only got that love because his last name. If it wasn't for his last name, nobody wouldn't do him like that. So if he was Julian Saying, you see how Julian Saying did. If the roles had flipped, and he had Julian Saying's output, they would have hyped that boy to the moon. But since he didn't, Julian Saying ain't getting that love. But Arch would have. So, yeah. Zipper, you say I want about the long view about the, yeah. Hey, it's rough. VA, you say it's called entitlement. That's what they said. Yeah, they do. But, Shador, y'all already know this. I don't know why y'all play like y'all don't know. Shador is on this side. They gonna eat Shador up. Arch Manning and the rest of them on this side. They're gonna, it's okay. It's okay. Now, Shador, they like, ha. That's how they doing Shador. With them, they like, that's okay, Pookie Wookie. That's okay. You okay. You okay. They come anytime. You just come back. Now, Shador, then I tell you, that's how that, but hey, it is what it is. But we saw what it looked like. They can't lie to us. Ooh, they can't lie to us. They can't lie to us. We saw everything. We saw everything, y'all. They can't tell us no lie. Because we saw it all. Let's just look at this now. Look at this. Nussmeier and Cade Klubnik both predicted to go first round. Both predicted very high. Now, that's not to say they are not going to have solid seasons. They will. They just not on Shador level. Now, one of them did not even throw a touchdown pass through 19 of 38. 0 touchdowns, 1 interception. The other quarterback attempted 38 attempts as well, completed 28 of them. So his completion percentage is better. Only 230 yards. The other quarterback, only 230 yards. One touchdown for one quarterback, one pick for the other. That is nothing. That's nothing. Them stats is nothing. Like, that don't do nothing for me. I'm like, man, you got that squad and that's what you did. Ain't no knock on them. They gonna do what they do. Ain't no knock on them. They gonna do what they do, but I just know that that's what it was. Then you look at Arch Manning. Arch did 30 attempts, 17 completions, 170 yards. One touchdown, one pick. Now, was it another touchdown he could have had? Yes. Was it some interceptions they could have had? Yes. So when you look at it, it is what it is. It is what it is. They did not look like that. They didn't get all the hype that they had. They didn't technically deserve it. But that's okay. That comes with football. Now, will they get it in another week? Probably so. Probably so. But let's just check out Shedeur Sanders for his opening game on 2 different years. All right. Opening game for 2 different years. Let's check it out. Let's see what Shedeur Sanders gave us. Because they be on that boy head. They be on his head. So let's go to college. Let's see what Shedeur Sanders gave us. About a year. Hold up. Hold on. Let me see. Hold up. Just for y'all, I'm gonna show you. Alright, so my boy, in his game log. Now, this is game log now. This what he did game 1. Matter of fact, the only game he ever had less than 230 yards was the BYU game. And he only had 23 attempts, completed 16 of 23. That was the lowest he ever had in yards, 208 yards. That was his lowest game, right? First game of the year, 445 yards in 24. First game of the year in 23, he had 510 yards. Now, when he played Oregon, the lowest Oregon, now y'all know Oregon, they beat the brakes off of him. Oregon, he had 159. Oregon shut him down. All right, 22. He had 323 yards first game. So really, all his first games out the gate, and his first year ever as a true freshman was 221. See what I'm saying? So Shador done gave you balling games every year. Every year, this man done gave you balling games. Every year. Now, let me go to one more thing. I'm going to show y'all one more thing. We're going to look at one more thing with these quarterbacks. All right, so hold up. Let me get you one more. Well, Arch Manning ain't really got that many games up on his belt. But let's go to Garrett Nussmeier. Let's see what he did, his game log, all last year. Because this year, big game, they didn't really just show out like that. So, last year, he played solid versus big boy games that 300 or better. USC, but they lost. UCLA, but we know UCLA ain't like that. Ole Miss, and they won. But they did that in overtime. So, you know, but he had 3 touchdowns, 2 picks. Yo, this man threw 12 interceptions, only 29 touchdowns last year. Shador thumped that last year. Let me see what he did in 23. In 23, he ain't started. So in 24, his first year starting, 29 touchdowns. Let me see what K. Klubnik did. Let's see what Klubnik did on that right there. Because we're just checking out these quarterbacks. Because that's what they trying to look at. But hey, it is what it is. They going to do what they do. All right. Let's see. Now, last year, Klubnik had his game log. Hold on. Yeah. Right now, Klubnik had last year, he went 36 TDs and 6 interceptions. That was good. That was good. First game versus Georgia, only 142 yards. He got a lot of games where he only throw for 200 yards, yo. See, that there I ain't gonna like. That there I ain't gonna like. I ain't gonna like that. That there I ain't gonna like. Too much. Say they comparing Arch to Shador. They can't now. Travis, you say need your opinion. You think Kevin would be putting Shador numbers to receivers, or would Juju be a better fit? Oh, K-Salt. K-Salt. You can't put K-Salt to Shador. They 2 different quarterbacks. K-Salt, if he ran when he should have ran, threw when he should have threw, I think K-Salt will have a better year. And he will, but we just got to see what he look like. Georgia Tech is a good team. Kurt, you said Shador will start by game 3. I don't wish. Yeah, you right. You don't want to wish nothing on nobody. Nobody get hurt. Nobody get injured. Yeah, that's why I say got the whole world in his hands. So you know you good. Leaping, you say Heisman is done for Arch after yesterday's performance. It is, unless he come back and ball out the rest of the year. He gonna have to ball out. Clyde, you say you rewatched Art first touchdown. The DB was looking in the backfield and he quickly sped up, but it was too late. Yeah, but that come with ball. Sam Moe, you say we got the best QB in Cleveland. They do. They do. They better use him. Hey, T, well, I don't never care about what none of them other people say, but they already saying what we been saying. He should be QB1. They know what time it is. Ain't nothing in that draft. Ain't nothing coming in that draft. Ain't nothing coming in that draft. So you better work with what you got, because your eyes saw it yesterday. You like, oh, we got to get what we got. SKB, you say that was a better loss than some of the wins we had last season. We will overcome. Yeah, they will. Why high? You said Carson Beck on Pride. Yes, we get to see Carson Beck today, and we get to see Lenore Sailor. But let's see where Cleveland shows up at, because they only following the hype. Larry, you say what's funny is all of Cleveland media views. Hey, that thing drop. Hey, it be like that. That's why you got 8. That's why you got to be, so you be good. DM, you say Manny will not be in the Heisman race. He could get back in it now, y'all. We can't discount it now. He got the rest of September cupcake games. He gonna eat. Yeah, he gonna eat. But October the 4th, he played Florida. Woo! That's a big game. I ain't trying to rush these days. And I ain't even knocking Arch Manning. I know if he could play like he did the second to the last drive, and he could play like that consistently, yeah, he gonna get drafted high. Nussmeier and Klubnik. You got to get at the right offense in the NFL, y'all. You got to get in the right offense. You got to get in the right offense, or you just got to be that elite. You know, they try to tell us everything they want about Shador, but We know, we seen this man work. They can't give us that. That man came with it. Larry, you say them cupcake games be better for, he got to throw that thing. Cupcake games, he got a ball. Double AB say, yep, I thought Florida State QB was better than all the others I saw play. This group might be the worst. I like him, but he's so small that he like Doug Flutie. And I don't know if people got time for Doug Flutie. So the only person who Doug Flutie's size is Kyler Murray. Them be rare quarterbacks. So he might be the man in college, but in NFL, well, that's going to be and that ain't because he can't play in the league. That's going to be because the NFL just operate different. Matter of fact, listen, the NFL operates totally different. Do you see that Shador got all the love, then out of the blue they say, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to let Shador drop. So they drop Shador, and then now they keep telling us, Shador's not ready. Shador's not ready. They're getting for the quarterbacks in 26. And we saw the quarterbacks in 26. We like, who you going to tell that to? But they will tell that to you. They will say, hey, I don't care what y'all saw. Them quarterbacks at the end of the year going to have about 25 or more TDs and about 6 to 12 interceptions. We going to still draft them first round. And we'll draft them to your team. Play with us if you want to. What's good? PWB, you say you don't have a chance to pick which team you go to in the NFL. You have to adapt and show. Yes. Or they'll wash you out like they watching, what's my boy name out? Kenny Pickett. He getting washed out. KR, you say Manny will be drafted high only because of his last name. Yes, he still got a great chance to get, well, this only one game. Only one game, and he still fought through it all. So, and then one of the passes, they could have caught for a touchdown. Actually, they could have tied the game, but that's neither here nor there. He got all season to prove who he is. Why? You said, don't forget about Oklahoma. Now, listen, y'all got a game this week. Oklahoma this weekend, y'all got the biggest game of the weekend against Michigan. Yeah, I'm watching that. I want to see that quarterback. AB, you said, Colin, it's crazy how the narrative of them wanting Arch. Yeah, all in their face. They keep playing with Shador and haven't learned yet. He is him. Yep. And listen, got him in his hand. So we ain't got nothing to worry about. That's why I don't really trip. That's why, really, none of us should. We all right there in the hands. They roll. Excuse me. Athletic, you say Manning probably played 2 years. No need to rush. Correct. Let him figure this thing out at the highest level. Because, boy, it ain't going to get no easier. Boy, look here. He got September is cupcake. After that, we going Florida Gators, Oklahoma. Yeah, boy, it get real. It get real. Oh, I love, man. I think I'm so thankful that God allowed me to love football. Oh, my goodness. This football is my little baby. It's always my bookie wookie. Boy, I love me some football. Golly. PC, that SEC, yeah, it's like that. Then as you say, the narrative will change Cleveland media after Shador wins 2 consecutive. Well, I don't know. I don't really be studying their media because I don't really be studying nobody else's media but ours. So really, we ain't worrying about when they decide. Like they ain't nothing to us. What we ready for is Kevin to give Shador the opportunity. But Shador needs to be ready for the opportunity. He needs to be ready. And if he's ready, we good. PC, you said Jimmy and Kevin was at the game sitting on Ohio State side. They saw it. Hey, they was out there chilling saying, boy, hey, Shador, get ready, boy. Yeah. Hey, boy, you the franchise. We done came to the games. You the franchise, boy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they know. I love CC. Say, yeah, the narratives and feelings. Yeah, it got hurt. Ma, what's good? KT, you say if they're using last names as a measurement by the should be right, but they don't care about his. They use last name for when they want to use last name. Shador's they ain't worrying about. PWB, you say you shouldn't let your right hand know what you correct, but they do. Why you said Oklahoma versus Texas coming soon? Yeah, but you got the Florida Gators versus Texas. You got see DJ Lagway gonna be in that game too, so he can show out. But you know, JB said, Cole, last night the commentator said dinking and donking, and I bust out laughing. Yeah, because they know. They've been watching me too. Dink and don't. Not dink and don't. Donk and dink. Dink and don't. Not, they know what time it is. Now, you know, y'all, look, if you throw under 300 yards, we know you dinking and donking. You got that. You got to throw one out there, but they don't be doing that. Latrice, what's good? SKB. Yeah, y'all. Right now, it's a wrap. We got something. Miss Harris, you say, I'm not watching until Shador plays. I've been stopped watching Cleveland media, and I'm tired of them talking bad about Shador. Yeah, I'm gonna come on weekly and tell y'all about Shador. And I'm gonna cover Shador because I'm in it with him. If he go 15 years, Lord's willing, I go 15 years. He riding, I'm riding. Either I'm the passenger with him or he the passenger with me. And we ride. Hey, Shador, where we at? Cleveland, week 1? And ride. Sunday. All right, let's get ready. What we gotta do? All right, cool. Monday, what we gotta do? Okay, cool. Tuesday, what we gotta do? We ride. I'm riding with him, y'all. I will give y'all coverage on him weekly, daily, basically daily. Then I would give y'all coverage on college football daily. Kevin, you say stop feeding into it. Yeah, it be like that. Miss April, you say I might be a majority, but I don't really have Kevin and Barry will change their tune about Shador. They have their eyes on Arch and all he brings to family, Saban. Well, now if Nick saying he'll come and Arch plays solid the rest of the year and make up for this game and play lights out the rest of the year, and if he did come out and Nick Saban say he'll come back, yeah, if I'm Jimmy, I'm probably going to do that too. But if I'm Nick Saban, I'm going to say, hold up. Yeah, we could drive him, but I ain't going to be with all that crazy stuff. I'm coming to coach the way I coach. You get me, I run this. Yeah, you the owner, but I run this team. Don't think you finna say nothing to me, boy. Yeah. You call me boy? Yeah, I said boy. You want me? You getting all me. Not no little cupcake stuff you got going on with these boys. No GM don't tell me nothing. I tell everybody everything. Or you don't get me. So, if Nick Saban come, and they did draft a quarterback, he ain't gonna care about all that. He gonna say, hey, we finna play who gonna get me that win. I want W's. I don't care what y'all talking about. So, because he would still be in the NFL if they gave him Drew Brees at the Miami Dolphins, but they didn't. If he would have got Drew Brees, we would have seen Nick Saban stay in the league. But it is what it is. PWB, you say that's why Jared fell out with Jimmy. Yeah, man, you gotta step back. Like, hey, I bought the squad. I just want to win. Like, at the end of the day, you want to win. And if you're not winning, then that's on you. Kevin, you say Nick Saban will be 74 next year. Why would he want the stress? He making a lot of money. Well, I put it like this. When, not the stress, because he might not see it as stress, but with him sitting back watching, this could make you hunger for coaching again. He could hunger for it like, ooh, I want this. But maybe not. But I'm just answering the scenario they said. But it could make him hunger for this. And then another thing, when I watch games on TV, yeah, I get crunk. Like, ooh. But when I'm at a game and we rocking and we rolling, that's a whole different feeling than sitting there watching it. And it's a whole different feeling if you own that team or you for that team. So when Ohio State, they dropped this beat yesterday during the game. And I felt it. I was like, ooh. But I went there, but I felt it. I was like, boy, if you was out there in that crowd, boy, you'll be feeling like, what's up then? You'll be that the way they dropped that beat, the way the moment was going in the game, if the Avengers would have came and you had to do something with them, you would have been ready. You would have said, bring all the Avengers. Bring them at once. They can't see me. That's how the game be making you feel. So when Nick Saban coaching, that's how he feel. When he watching from the outside, you like, yeah. Oh, I would have did this. I would have did that. So if he did come back, hey, I could see it. I could see it because he's still living. He still want that thing. NFL to be different. Hey, you see my business partner, Mike Figures. Well, it say Mr. Figures on him, but that's my business partner right there. Say best quarterbacks from college football weekend. Boy, I was gonna do a video on that, but you just said it, so let's ride it. TC at Florida State, Andrew Body at Alabama State. Listen, y'all, I honestly believe Andrew Body had the best game of any quarterback. But I'm going to go back and look, too. Drew at Penn State. That's another quarterback that's got that first-round label. DJ Lagway at Florida. And we are about to see Lenore Sellers today. And, Fitz, we're about to see Carson Beck. Yeah. So it's on. It's on. KR, you said never seen anything like what's been done to Shador and Shador. I haven't either. I know they went hard at Lamar Jackson and Jalen Hurts. They went hard at them for a while, and then, John Mayer, I'm going to look at everything. I want to see what they look like. Bishop, I'm pretty sure he balled. But he got Michigan. He got everybody's attention this weekend coming. Ms. Brooks, you say still do that video? I will. ML, you said Arch and any other QB coming out of college is still going to have to be developed. They will. But Cleveland better not do that when they got Shador. They better rock out with a baller when they got one. If not, it's going to get rough. But to each their own. I just know this, y'all. Shedeur Sanders will ball in the NFL. Shedeur Sanders will be that guy. I know that much. Larry, you say it's easy to follow 12 without watching their videos? Yeah. Look. 12 is him. 12 is him. Amar, yeah, TC from Florida State, yeah, he ball. Kathy J. PWB said Coach Prime and Saban keep telling y'all they don't want to coach in the NFL, and everybody keep trying to hype them up to go back. You know they gonna do that until that ain't stopping. They gonna do that at all times. That's what I've been saying the whole time. The person who put the clouds in the sky got the last say so. The person who put the sun up there where the sun at and the moon where the moon at, that's who got the last say so. Clyde, you said, hey, he did. But, boy, you said, dear Coach Kevin, you said you chose Joe because of experience. If I had to choose, I would select Coach Jimmy Johnson to replace you because of his, but Jimmy Johnson, now, he chilling. He ain't coming back. But sometimes you got to be in the right spot. In the right spot, you got to have the right owner, the right GM, and the right coach, and the coaching staff. Everything need to be on point. Because one time now, y'all, Cleveland was on point. Guess who was there? Bill Belichick and Nick Saban. They was on that squad. They were rolling. Natasha, you say he needs to go to the CFL and turn it up. He can't. He can't. Now, Shador has to stay in the NFL. Shador has to ball in the NFL. Shador has to be the man in the NFL. It's no other way. It's no other way. He can't go nowhere. Ms. Williams, New Orleans, you say once Cleveland get over their foolishness, that's when Shador will begin to shine. Well, he gonna shine anyways. It's just, Kevin, do what's right, man. Kevin, do what's right. You know good and well Shador the best QB on there. You can say what you want. Let's let this thing roll. Monet, that's what it's going to be. The most amazing story in the NFL. But you got people going to sit on this side and say, he's really a 5th round draft pick. He's really an emergency quarterback. And then you got us who know the truth. Hey, bro. This man 1st round. And on top of him being 1st round, he's getting done in a way he shouldn't be getting done. But y'all gonna say that ain't true, and it is. And y'all know it's true. But it's okay. At some point, listen, don't nobody want to take an L. I don't care if it's playing cards, you don't want to lose. I don't care if it's tic-tac-toe, you don't want to lose. I don't care if it's hopscotch, you don't want to lose. So, I don't even know how teams tank. Tank. I couldn't go to practice knowing we tanking, and I'm out here trying to score touchdowns, and you talking about tank. Nobody want to take a whooping every week. I want to be on the winning squad. TP, NJ, you say Brady 6. Double T, you say I'm at the beginning of your podcast. But they could get a lot for Shador, but they ain't gonna do it. They not trading Shador. No way. Shador certified money. And when they went in them games yesterday, they said, yeah, Gary Nussmeyer ain't gonna fill them seats. Cade Cutler not gonna fill them seats. Arch Manning could fill the seats, but he might not be ready yet. Like that might be a 2-year ordeal. Hey, everybody just look at the O-line, D-line. Everybody, hey, just look at the O-line, D-line. Yeah. Get Caleb Downs, get the wide receivers, get everything we need. We got franchise quarterback. Hey, call Shador back. We got the franchise quarterback. Captain Jake, you said, so really Shador is making more money than Cam. I don't know about that, but he out there getting it. JB, you say they keep keeping him like a chess piece. Yeah. They ain't letting that boy go. YD, you say 12 ain't gonna tank. That's why they not. Yeah. Well, Cleveland's schedule is rough. I keep telling y'all that. Cleveland's schedule, you just can't get away with this schedule right here. Like, they gonna have to come with it. Cincinnati, September the 7th, which is next Sunday, at 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. He got to come with it. Baltimore, the next week. Green Bay, the week after that. At Detroit, them first 4 games, hard. Minnesota and London, hard. Pittsburgh, hard. Miami, maybe hard. New England, I don't know what New England going to be this year. But I'm in the NFL with Shador. We going to ride this thing out. So, they can go with Joe Flacco. He got a rough set of games. They go with DG. He got a rough set of games. They go with Shador. He got a rough set of games. Either way, no matter who in, it's a rough set of games. Now, if that quarterback ain't like that, them rough set of games get rougher. And if the next quarterback you put in ain't even better than the first quarterback, it gets rougher. Now, the last quarterback you put in, if the last quarterback is Shador, we feel he ready. We feel he gonna be all right. So he could bring all that back down and it still be rough, but his performance, to me, will be better than theirs. But it is what it is. We got to wait our turn. We have to wait our turn to get Shador. I don't know if we get Shador week 1, week 5, week 17. I don't know. But I am thankful. And I expect Shador sometime this season. It's no way Cleveland don't play him at all this season. It's no way possible because the season too long. Joe Flacco is not going to last the whole season. He's just not. DG, I don't think he'll last the whole season. Shador showed us that when he's on and popping, not this off and on stuff we had throughout camp, but once he know he's the guy, the only way you get Shador not to be in the game, you got to clear him out. Hiya! If it ain't that, Shador gonna be in the game. So they know they got a ball in him. They just got to get him out there. KR, you say Shador is money? Yeah, that money flow to him. 7, you say Arch is in his 3rd year. Where was Shador in his 3rd year? Exactly. But they'll say now, if you put Arch Manning at Jackson State, he could do what Shador did. You put him at Colorado, he could do what Shador did. But see, what they won't say is, the truth is, you put Shador at Texas last year, they win a chip. You put him at Clemson last year, they win a chip. You put him at LSU, they win a chip. I feel Shador, you place that boy there, him and that number 2 would have been juking. Yeah, they would have been juking out there, boy. Yeah, you said 2 games, and Flacco 2 games, Dillon 2 quarters. I can't really say that because Kevin will make Joe Flacco, he'll place him in an area where he can win. He'll place DG in an area where he can win. It's just when it requires more than where you place me at, can I give you that? We know Shador ad lib. Like Shador give you the whole 9. But they might not do that. Kat, you said Shiloh should go to the Canadian League. He could, but they deserve that NFL. When I seen all the players make it to the NFL that I seen, they could play in the NFL. Jay Will, hey, it be like that. Dr. B, you say Arch would not have lasted 2 games with that Colorado line. Hey, it was real like that, wonder. Clyde, you say Colin, Texas, next 3 games. San Jose State, not easy. What? Man, that game easy as cotton candy. UTEP might try to fight hard, but that's cotton candy. Sam Houston State, cotton candy. Yeah, them next 3 games, he should ball out. He should ball out. He should have 2 to 5 TDs within them 3 games. Like each game, 2 to 5 TDs. Florida, Oklahoma, them some real games right there. It's probably you say Shador needs to practice with the first team. He'll eventually get there. I just need him to be ready. Kathy, you say you say they got to stop the Arch going to the Giants or the Colts. Well, he could. Because, you know, the Giants had Eli, Colts had the Manning. They could. And both of them technically, well, the Giants say they got Jackson Dart. But if Arch Manning come back and have a solid year, like, if Arch could end the year with 27 to 35 TDs and no more than 6 to 8 interceptions, oh, they're going to talk about him good. They're going to talk about him real good. If Arch could keep the interceptions 10 or less and 27 to 35 touchdowns, he's going to be good. Yeah, Clyde Arch had a lot of time to throw, but he just couldn't find nobody. Double T, you said give Shador an elite line and a few running backs. Well, I think at Cleveland he got, I ain't going to call it elite O-line, but he got what he need. PWB say, Coach, you got to prepare everyone for this. Yeah, man, because it's coming. It's just coming, y'all. Everything on the way. Larry, you said Shiloh has a big enough following and personality. He could be the face of the city. Yeah, but you got to think. That man done been in the league, practiced with the league. He know he could play in the league. We know he could play in the league. It's just what teammate need you. Nice girl. You said, would you explain the emergency quarterback position? That position was made up technically for Shador. I had never heard of that until Shador. Never. Never heard of the emergency quarterback ever until Shador. Now, I done heard of emergency quarterback that's a wide receiver and he played quarterback in college or high school. That is considered an emergency player. That means all my real quarterbacks gone. This guy played wide receiver, but he was a quarterback in college or he was a quarterback in high school and he used to throw that thing. So you get him ready just in case. That's an emergency wide receiver. Shador, they put emergency wide receiver on for us. They like, hey, how do we keep Shador fans engaged? Yeah. Well, we can do the videos behind the scenes and give Shador mic'd up. Yeah. And on game day, we could also let Shador be mic'd up. Yeah. Okay, cool. That'll keep it. But also, what about if you go emergency quarterback? Well, emergency quarterback is like a wide receiver or something. A DB that's not quick. But if you put it on Shador, that'll give people hope. Hope for today. So they're giving us hope. But we know that ain't it. PWB. Oh, that is true. Hey, that is true. I ain't never heard no emergency quarterback. Never. Every emergency quarterback I ever heard of was an athlete that played quarterback. So, you do your research. Nah, ain't no emergency quarterback rule. Ain't that now. Ain't nothing. You gotta do your research. I done played ball long enough. From elementary throughout all my years of football, I ain't never heard of that but being an athlete. And they calling him in because he a wide receiver. Ain't no emergency quarterback, a third string quarterback. He a quarterback. How's that emergency? How's that emergency? That ain't no emergency. That means he the next man up. He is what his title say. QB1, QB2, QB3. Ain't no such thing as emergency quarterback 3. It ain't. Emergency quarterback is Jerry Jeudy is at wide receiver and all my quarterbacks go down and now I need a quarterback, so I go to Jerry Jeudy. So, yes, the NFL just gave us something to hold us on. Hey, if you call it an emergency quarterback, they'll believe. They'll believe. Yeah, I ain't falling for that. Will you say again? You're going to start the following, William, I just followed them this Friday. William, you said, when am I going to start following Colorado team? I followed them Friday. I got a morning show. I talk about them every morning. This whole week, I talked about Colorado. Yeah. Those players need coverage too. Yeah, I give them coverage. I give them coverage every morning. Every morning by 7:45 a.m., we talk about Colorado. And on game day, we go in on Colorado a lot. So by my 7:45 a.m. show, that's my college show. Black Tie, you say it's going to be Shador versus Cam. I hope he's starting at that time. I hope he is. Oh, PWB, you talking about the quarterback starting all on game day. Yeah, now, I don't know if they know they have 3. I know they have 2. I know they have 2, but I ain't know about it on 3. Yeah. Because, like, right now, the Bucks got 2 quarterbacks. They got Baker Mayfield, And they got my quarterback. Oh, I forgot that boy's name. Teddy Bridgewater. Yeah, they got Teddy Bridgewater. Yeah, they got Teddy Bridgewater. See, they know for a fact they can't put Shador at no practice squad. That'd be a wrap. He'll be gone. D. Adams, you said 3 quarterbacks, 3 games to Flacco. Shador takes Cleveland to the playoffs. I don't know how they gonna do. I do believe Cleveland got a solid team. I think if they O-line can perform, they got wide receivers. Jerry Jeudy is their star. Isaiah Bond could turn into something. Tillman could turn into something. Thrash could turn into something. David could do his thing. Harold could do his thing. And if the running game, if we have a running game, is on. If you have a running game, is on. You have a running game, we gonna have a chance. We don't have a running game, it's gonna be rough. We don't have no running game in Cleveland. It's going to be rough. You gotta be able to run that ball. So whatever Cleveland want to do, they gotta have a run game. They better hope QJ come back. They better hope they can get QJ. Now they do have. Hold on. Sampson is solid. Sampson is a rookie, but he's solid. Jerome Ford, he done been there, done that. He could run it. They let go of Strong, so I guess they hoping QJ come back. I don't know who they other running backs is that they got, but we gonna see. Hold up. Hold on, because you got to have a run game in the NFL. If they don't have one, it's a wrap, y'all. If they don't have no run game, it will be over without a run game. Like, entirely over. So, hopefully they have one. Ring my bell. What question? Yeah, they got Bailey there, but Bailey has showed us he's not no certified NFL. Like he ain't like that. Bailey ain't like that. PWB. You see, I'm talking about game day. Do you really think they will allow 3 quarterbacks on a 40-man roster? If they one go down, you better have one. You better have the other ones ready. But again, they could go emergency with I believe they gonna make Shedeur active. They may not, but I think he gonna be active every game. I think Shedeur be active every game. They gonna, cause it's hard to keep them jokers involved if he ain't active. Let me see who they running backs is. Let me see who they running backs is. What all our running backs look like. All right, so our running backs that's on this squad right now. I know 2 of them. I don't know who the rest of them are. Yep, we only got 3 running backs. We got Raheem Sanders from South Carolina. He a rookie. So basically, Ford is the guy. Ford is the guy. They gonna hope that Raheem Sanders ball out or Sampson. So whoever get told it, that's gonna be the guy. Now, I don't know why I like using the Bucs, but the Bucs is an easy team to use because they winning, they franchise headed in the right direction. Let's just see what the Bucs got on they squad. So the Bucs, they have Bucs only have 2 quarterbacks. See, Cleveland the only one with 3 quarterbacks on the roster. Why? Because Shador like that. So they got to keep 3. So they only got Baker Mayfield and Teddy Bridgewater. Now running backs, see, they have running backs. The Bucs got 1, 2, 3, 4. The Bucks got 4 running backs. So they saying we'll take one less quarterback and more running backs. But Shador's so good, they can't do that. But look, y'all, I'll be back on today. At some point, I come back on and we'll talk more NFL. But I am going to come on at halftime of the South Carolina game. And I want to come on at halftime of the Miami game, too. And I might come on at the end of those games as well. But we going to talk. We going to talk. We going to ride it out. But, hey, blessings to you. Oh, also, I am an author. The title of my book is The Power of Faith and Positive Thinking. And my name Colin Moore. I don't never say my name, but it's COLINMOORE. So Colin Moore. The title of my book is The Power of Faith and Positive Thinking. All right, cool. I do consulting. If you looking, I tell everybody, get into this social media world. Put your gifts and talents out here. And it's gonna come back and it's gonna change your life. I'm telling you. It's been changing I thank God for that. So email me if you need consulting on building a social media channel, building a YouTube channel. You want to write a book, I help you do that. If you want to promote your business, email me. You want to promote your product, email me. You want to promote your YouTube channel, your social media outlets, email me. Jay Will just put it in there, info@lifeandfootball.com. That's info@lifeandfootball.com. Jay, email me, and we'll go from there. And if you want me to teach you all I done learned in this social media world, email me, info@lifeandfootball.com. I'm telling y'all, I wish when I followed Charlie Strong in 2014, I wish I would have started. My wife told me I wasn't ready back then. So I'm telling y'all now, everybody need to be in a. Hey, 205, I appreciate it. You say his book is amazing, folks. Appreciate it. Hey, I'll be back on definitely at halftime of the South Carolina game. And maybe I'm going to come on right after the South Carolina game. Then definitely at halftime of the Miami game and at the end of the Miami game. I plan on that. But definitely at halftime for both those games. Appreciate y'all rocking with me. I don't have no show unless y'all come rock with me. That was an amazing week 1. It was amazing week 1. Did it meet my standards? I tell y'all this. South Florida game versus Boise State, I loved it. I was there in person on the sideline. Loved every bit of it. Colorado game, that hurt me because I didn't expect the game to go that way. And then, well, not hurt me, but it didn't feel good. And then the Ohio State-Texas game, I thought Arch would give me more. And then the Florida State-Clemson game, it went to rain, and that kind of threw me off. And then the Clemson-South Carolina game, the Clemson-LSU game, I watched some of it, then I got sleepy. But none of them was giving me what I wanted. Like, it was games, but it wasn't just like that. But hey, we're gonna keep lining in. I guess I just like to see what I like to see doing what they got to do. But hey, holla at y'all. Holla at y'all.